All right, guys, what's going on? This is your boy Tig. Of course, we're back with a new episode of the Side Chat. Again, for those who normally get it Friday, basically I end up learning the hard way of being exhausted, but also caught COVID. So I'm doing fine. Had no real emergencies or nothing, but it did that Friday and Saturday. I was just so busy, just so tired, just to take a break. So I'm back. I got the guys with me, of course. We're gonna just talk about usual. We'll give you guys basically a power hour. Thank you guys for watching this. Those who normally do it, watched the show last night. Hopefully, my mic sounds better than it did last time. But yeah, that was sucking in that regard. So we got that in that situation. Um, what? Let me introduce the guys them in here. So, what's going on? You guys are there, right?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. So, like I
See,
said, how you doing, Kanoshi?
I'm doing pretty good. It seems like, as usual, our leadership is getting dumber and dumber by the day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they even trotted out the old George Bush. Um, he had a nice Freudian slip with the whole Ukraine mess. How can one man launch an illegal invasion over over Iraq? I mean Ukraine.
Got you. Oh man. Hey, Anderson, how you doing, sir?
turning 28 on the 26th. Was feeling a bit depressed. Gonna go down to Mexico, see grandparents, maybe come back with something gross.
Okay. Alright. Anyway, that's good for. I hope that you got a safe trip down there, my friend.
God willing.
Yeah. Hopefully you get on this safe.
I pray for that for you.
Don't mind. All right. So we have that. What about you, Mr. Trip?
Hey, Caribbean man with a British accent here, and I must say, this is one show to behold. Like I said, I knew you would see something much more than previous, but we got 2 more years for this, so hey, get your popcorns and sit down and enjoy the show.
Ugh. Enjoy the popcorn, you said. I don't even know. I feel like that sometimes.
Can we even afford popcorn?
My bad, my bad. You know what? Touche.
I can make some arguments right in a regard, but yeah. So, all right, that's the whole gang. A gang is up in his joint. So, that's cool. Let me. So, I was gonna tell these guys something.
Something
Ooh,
saucy?
you tell.
So, I was what? So, there is this show on Facebook called Dating with Kendra Jean. And sometimes I watch some of the stuff, not live. I watch a recap because some of the women on that show is delusional,
You
crazy
don't say.
delusional. So this young girl got on the show, and she was like, "Okay." So Kendra's like, "Okay, what are you know?" She always like basically breaks it down: who you are, where you're from, where you took, so we know to match you up and everything, whatever. So she's 21 years old, 21 to 23. I can't remember, 21 or 23. But she's going for her master's in counting. I said, okay, you know what? I'm
All
not
right.
against that. That's good.
Yes.
You're going for your master's in counting. She looked like a very intelligent young girl. I was like, okay.
She looks like.
Well, if you get your master's in a degree like that, it ain't easy. It ain't cheap. So I give it a benefit of the doubt, like you always say, Trip.
Right.
So
Shame on you.
So I was like, okay, I don't hear nothing wrong. So Kendra's like, so what kind of man are you looking for? And she's like, oh, I'm not looking for a man. She said, oh, you looking for a girl? She said, oh, no, I didn't mean it like that. I'm like, oh, okay, what
They
what
wanna
are
be
you looking
single.
for? Huh?
They want to be single.
I like, what are you looking for? She said, I'm looking for a sugar daddy. I was like, okay. I was like, okay. That's not when it gets worse though, but okay.
Oh, it gets worse.
Oh, it gets worse because, long story short, so she was like, okay, you want to look for a sugar daddy and all that stuff, right? Okay, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, so you want to do all this stuff so what you got to do? You got to pay $3,000 rent for me, blah, 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 blah. And so
She must be living in a city.
yeah, she's Chicago.
Oh
Oh,
my gosh.
She's going to the University of Illinois. So, yeah.
Yes, is it all?
So the thing about it is though, so Kendra's trying to be coy. She was like, so yes, you want him to pay all this. So what are you gonna be doing? And she's like, conversation. And Kendra laugh and I laugh. I'm like, what? Wait.
Not even-
You think he gonna pay $3,000 just to talk?
we call those simps. Just talk, no tug.
I
No
doubt
suck.
that no man gonna pay $3,000 without getting a little nookie, son.
You'd be surprised.
Hell, you'd be surprised. The other wait, $3,000 is not easy way to pay a month.
Especially now.
Excuse me, sorry about that in the mic. But yeah, even Kendra, the lady was like, "Are you serious? Are you pulling my leg right? You joking, right?" No, no.
I'm sorry.
She was like, "No, I'm serious." I'm like, even my girl was like, "What would make her think that would work?" I'm not that kind of woman. I know no man gonna pay that much money without getting sex.
Yeah, she's
I still,
definitely-
I still remember Simone B when she used to do that for the older guy. I forgot his name. She was saying, yeah, I used to go over there. He was an old guy. I used to just have sex with him for a little bit, and that'll be it. And I'll go get my money and walk out the door. Man, nah, he got some Viagra. But I tell you, he worked. He said, "Oh, you gonna get the money, but you get some D tonight." Charles, it was Charles. She said, Charles F the S out of me that night.
Jeez.
Them little 2 pills, boy. Charles was like, okay, I'm ready for you tonight, girl.
He definitely make her work for that money.
Well, yeah. She thought he was just gonna go over there, get a little 2-3 minute thing like she normally did before, and then get her money and walk out. Charles said, nah, man, this is a bad investment. If I'm paying this much, I'm not getting out of it. Let me invest into some Viagra. And he did, and boy, when she was like, okay, Charles, I'm gonna just do this, whatever. He said, oh, don't worry, I'm ready for you. She's like, what the hell? Where you get all this energy from? He showed her the little bottle on the nightstand. He said, I took a little Viagra. She said, oh crap. as the old me, not the old, but as the new me was saying, at this moment, she found out she effed up.
Oh my!
Charles said, I'm gonna get that poo tank tonight.
Viagra, the only blue pill that should be ingested. I think China killed off the rhino just to get the horn to get horny. Bastards.
Yep. That's how the thing out. But
Going back to the story,
yeah.
how did it get any worse?
Oh no! I didn't watch further beyond that. I should have, but I was just surprised that a girl thought that a man's gonna pay $3,000 in her rent every month, and all he wants is conversation. Yeah, you're a young thing. I trust me. He ain't doing it for your brains.
Yeah, it's the other way around.
Yeah. So that's gonna be what it is. That was just messed up. But other than that, like I said, last night we talked about why we are doomed, and it is, and a lot of people, you guys saw what the administration is doing, which is again, that's why I said in the video, we vote for doom.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, we sure do.
Every time you voted for democracy. That's what it is.
Yeah,
That's why the forefathers said this is a republic, but people just
yeah,
don't want to understand that.
If that is a republic, if we can keep it.
Exactly.
maybe democracy needs a big old kick in the teeth.
Yeah,
then
but
people will
true
start
democracy
to-
is a horrible idea.
Yeah,
Mob rule.
Mob rule 1 and 2. People are so stupid. If you get, like I said, all these kids are just shooting them, put it in the ground and all this stuff, and then they're like, "Oh man, but why my food is so expensive?" Because of that, you dumbasses. So because we don't have gas to transport the food you get, and again, you live in cities. So you can stay living in cities. I ain't got a problem. Even my girl today, she was like, not today, it was yesterday. She's like, yeah, we need to go shop at farmers markets and stuff like that. And we kind of have a little one right off of where my subdivision is.
Gee.
So it's just like I said, we have no problem out here in the hinterlands. It's the people inside of the cities. You guys gonna be screwed if you can't get the fruits to there.
yeah. I mean, you'll have a chance. Yeah, if you live out in the country, you'll have more of a chance to. You probably
Right.
won't starve to death as quickly as people that live in the city this summer.
Probably have your own mini farm in your backyard.
Or at least you know somebody with this farm, so you can buy food off of them.
Yep. Well, you have like I say, concrete jungle ain't no joke. And I think about it, that killed me too. As I said, with the inflation being as crazy as prices is going up. Like I said, what did I said early this year? We ain't even in summer yet. Now we're in summer. Basically, summer's right around the corner, and look where them gas prices has gone now.
But hey, but this is what the president said about a few months back. Inflation is good for us.
Well, I mean, if people go hungry, that's when throats are going to get slit. So, yeah, it's like raising the gas prices is one thing, but starving people out of house and home. Now you're now you're asking.
Well, that's the other thing. Who can even get a home now that COVID?
That's another good
COVID
question.
hysteria is more or less over. They're going back to pushing everyone to live in pods, and of course, eating the bugs.
Yeah, and I know a guy that's gone back to becoming a carpenter, building houses, helping building houses and stuff. He trims houses. I think that's what it's called. And
But if he's
Yeah,
not
it's
Jesus, then
I'm surprised. I'm surprised they're still building houses with the housing market the way it is. But I
Well, you
guess
can make
it's-
money. Well, even though I'm not surprised. You could
Yeah,
make
they're
money.
flipping it.
They're making tons of money.
I wouldn't be surprised they were flipping it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, and then again, I mean, I wish I could bring her up here and join the show in most cases, but she really, like I said, she has more of the cough worse than me, so I didn't want to, that, but we'll figure it out in the future. Right now, like we saw a house by accident. I was looking at a house for something, and it was like $1.7 million. She's like, what? Yeah, $1.7 million for that house. She's like, oh my goodness, that's crazy. That house worth $1.7 million. It don't look good.
In what I was about to say, yeah, it doesn't look good. And in what neighborhood?
Well, it's in downtown Raleigh, so you in downtown city, you pay money, you pay the property, the land location.
Okay, that makes sense. But like I said, the house itself doesn't look good.
Yeah, I mean, mine basically now kicked up to about 527. So I got a house worth $1.25 million. And it's a good house. Don't get me wrong, because I think, oh yeah, that's what a story I could talk about. If, like I said, this is just we just talk about anything. So today, when it's funny, the guy who came and picked up my my boxes and stuff to send to my grandmother, and my girl could tell you right now, because she could tell you the truth. She won't be lying. She could tell you. So he's like, I was like scared a little bit, and I know she was too, because he was like, "What do you think about this Biden person?" I'm like,
Oh boy.
I think he's a bad person, but whatever. He's like, "Yeah, me too." I was like, "Okay," and then we just started talking. He's like, "This is the worst president he's ever." He's an older man. He's the worst president he's seen in his life.
He lived during Jimmy Carter.
Biden's worse than Jimmy. Biden is
Yeah.
worse than Jimmy.
I can also agree.
You know,
with
I did
that.
not live through Jimmy. I've seen what people say about Jimmy Carter. Biden is worse than Jimmy.
And here I thought that couldn't be possible. I was wrong.
No, Biden is worse than Jimmy. Jimmy just got certain things Jimmy Carter got thrown at because remember he got put into that situation. Biden people elected and he just made all his administration moves have been just stupid from day one. Talking about we're gonna worry about getting this for the insulin. I'm like, we had that. Trump had something on the books to keep it low, and day one you took it away.
Get away.
Do people not see how stupid that was?
No, they were too blinded by the orange powder in their eyes.
I would say the rage.
Like seriously. That's why I want to know the people who what do you call it? Who still say Democrats are doing good or Biden's doing great, the approval rating. Please tell me, what do you see?
Kenoshi, can you give some insight?
I would say the stimulus
You
check.
know, okay.
Well, the stimulus check is gone, so now your ass is back out there to get work.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, I saw one video that one person was talking about no, it wasn't the student loan debt, but he said something to that effect, but it was for 2 years.
Okay.
What? Yeah, I was wondering what the. Yeah, that's what I've been wondering for the past few months. It's like all the stimulus check stuff is over now, so it's like, what are people doing for money? They're not,
They're not working.
they're not working.
And then even in the video last night, which I had to say, this is why I say I'm a libertarian, not a Republican. Freaking Mitch McConnell said, "Oh, we're not gonna raise taxes on we're not gonna raise taxes on the PayPal." I'm like, you jackass! What the guy said was, even if it's $100, put some skin in the daggone game. 57% of people do not pay taxes in America. That's a freaking problem.
Yeah, that should be that should be a national discussion. We should have a.
That should
But-
be it should be no more than maybe 10% at most. Elderly people, no problem. People who are truly disabled, like blind, deaf, loss of limb, really have some problems. But if your fat ass is too fat to get a job, no. Lose weight, feel great.
Does
Hey, that's
YouTube
fat
count as a
phobic.
job?
Huh?
Does YouTube count as a job?
If
A
they
lot of
make
people
you,
say that's the job.
yeah, but if they have to pay taxes on it. So I don't got a problem with that. Anything that can pay taxes that help, because unfair for me and you and Kenoshi to work and other people don't work and get money.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Mm-hmm.
So find something. The problem is though, there are jobs out there, but nobody wants to work. So my thing is like that. Okay, then starve the bastards. Oh, you evil person. Whatever. I said what the guy said last night was right. Even if it's $100, just pay $100 in tax a month. You could do that. And if you do that, then we could get the deficit. The problem is though, we gotta stop the freaking spending. That's when Biden was talking about last night about, if we get these 55 companies to spend, that's $40 billion. Okay, yippee, hooray! You got $40 billion. Okay, how about we stop spending $6.6 trillion? Just
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's me. The
And
40%
the
are gonna do nothing.
Another thing is, like, the problem with Republicans is that they want to
Cowards.
spend a whole bunch of money, but they don't want to raise taxes. And then Democrats want to raise taxes and spend a whole bunch of money. So it's just kind of like, can we not spend a whole bunch of money and also
Well,
raise tax and
You
also
gotta add.
not raise
You gotta
taxes?
add. You gotta add what Armstrong was saying, and then spend more taxes, spend more party. That's what the Democrats are.
Yeah.
Spending more than the taxes comes in.
Yeah.
At some
Duh.
point, that has to stop. It's
Oh,
unsustainable.
it is unsustainable. And who'd have thought? Oh, except for this guy, I said that was gonna happen. Now we at 30 trillion and keep on going. But like I said, I'm not, and I did not take Trump out of it either because he's spending money as well too. But jeez, he didn't spend nowhere close as Biden spending, and he's only been in office for a year and a half. The frick,
Yeah.
$10 trillion in a year and a half. Good God.
Again, we got more than 2 years with him, so
2.5 years.
Well, we make it that long.
I know, right?
if he lives long, if he lives long enough.
No, not him. Us.
That is seriously crazy, though. Almost $10 trillion in the first freaking year and a half. And what have you gained from that? Nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing. I'm like I said, you can't prove me. You gotta. I ain't gonna say you can't prove me wrong. You might go tell me something, but he is the worst president I have ever seen in my lifetime.
Oh yeah.
And me,
But none.
and me coming as an outsider, yeah, I, in a way, I am speechless.
We have the worst president, the worst vice president ever. I'm just like, what in the world did you people see? All you saw was, I know, yeah, you saw that Biden was not a Trump, and Kamala Harris is still, that one still puzzles my ass. Because again, that's the party who choose her. Now the party is regretting that they choose her. Because again, as Biden, like, why would I put somebody who called me a rapist, a racist, as my vice president? That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm like, so let me get this straight. So you prioritize your feelings over a good economy.
Basically.
Okay, I'm out this.
That's what's going on. So it's weirdness all together of itself. But I mean, do you guys agree that that's what, from what you've lived in your life, this is the worst one you've seen?
This might be the last one I'll see if the way things are going.
Yeah, well, yeah, I can't even say because I didn't give it to last night too with that stupid Indian guy, whatever he is. I forgot it was for California. Will you stop? Will you lower your production? No, we'll lower our emissions. Will you lower your productions? We'll lower our emissions. Okay, you see that they don't want to lower their production. A few months later, well, the reason the gas is because they don't want to stop. They don't want to raise production.
But you just have to lower the production.
I know. And I was like, mother, this don't make no daggone sense. What? And I gotta say, even though last night's video I did was that, but the video before, like I said before, the video before that, John Tosses doesn't get angry, but he was visibly a little peeved off with the whole non-GMO and organic food lady. Cause he never get to call names, and he called her name. And like I said, the sad part about it is we lost the branding war. A lot of people don't understand how oil works, so they just think it's an icky thing. Keep it in the ground. They don't know that your cell phone comes from oil. You jabronis.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Without oil, you ain't getting your cell phones. You jackwagons.
Nope.
Your cell phone isn't only made out of metal.
Yeah, the same thing with your iPods and your Beats by Dre or your iPod earphone and stuff. That's all done from petroleum, which is what? A byproduct of what? Oil.
Oil,
petrol.
dinosaur juice.
Yep. So,
Don't forget forest too. Well,
but
anything organic based.
yeah. So you gonna have that.
Is it that oil is used? The energy is required to make that stuff, or is the stuff that's used actually made from oil? Some of the stuff components in the cell phone and computer stuff is
Well,
actually made
what
from
you
oil.
put where you putting the cell phone? What are you putting the cell phone chipset on? A membrane, plastic, which is oil.
Yep.
Also, I'm just gonna throw this out there. It's saying how they keep pushing people towards this. Also, your sex toys, your dildos, and your sex box.
Oh my goodness. Well, there goes the family
Well,
friendly thing.
basically, but yes, Addison is correct too. But no, Kenoshi, and you seen the motherboards, of course, you know what that is. That's hard plastic.
Yeah.
You have that, and then some of the stuff that some of the case, like I'm sorry, but ain't most of the buttons are not rubber. And even that rubber is made from petrol too.
Oh, yes.
So your plastic buttons, your trays, your all that, yeah, it's from oil.
Put
So
it this
the-
way: oil is like corn syrup. It's in practically everything.
So
Worse than that, but it's not as bad as corn syrup. But anyway, go ahead.
so rubber is so they don't. I guess obviously they don't use rubber from the rubber plant.
No, they do. No, they do. But when you get into big black like for your tires and all that stuff like that, yeah, you oil is in it.
Mm.
Yeah. So is your roads.
Well, yeah, as for a tar, yeah.
I also got plant.
Oh, you get your styrofoams. That got oil in it. Yeah, like I said, any form of plastic, got any form of plastic that does it. I mean, there's not been 100% bottle. Okay, no, and I'll be wrong for me saying that. There might have been, but majority of the times we always see, oh, this bottle is made from recyclable plants and all that stuff. Like, it's not 100% majority of the times. Some of it is, sometimes not. My mouse is made from oil, is a byproduct of oil. My keyboard, my cell phone case.
Heck, some of your paints.
My water,
It's
yeah,
also
yeah, Trip is correct. Some of your paint, the water bottle I'm drinking water out of, all that stuff. Oil does a lot of stuff like that.
Your wiring, your cables.
There you go.
I mean, oil is a byproduct of obviously several centuries of plant degraded plant and animal.
I mean,
Yeah,
oil is organic.
Basically, your entire infrastructure that whole convenience of your livelihood.
See, the problem people need to understand is the power that can be pulled out of, even if you turn it into gasoline, you could put out a gasoline or diesel, is a lot compared to solar and wind and electric energy. Again, they got people out there talking about, oh, we're gonna get electric planes and flying. I said, like me and Trip said, I showed Trip the video, whatever. Okay, small little planes. I might be an old man before that happened. Commercial big old planes. The hell, they ain't flying that shit.
That's not going to happen.
Oh no, ain't no way you carry all that weight. Cause the bad part of electric battery is to get more, unlike oil, unlike gas, to get more, to fly farther or go farther, you have if you go for a battery that could go farther on a light car, it will go pretty far. But the problem is though, to get that juice to go farther, you need a bigger battery. Bigger battery means more weight. More weight means more battery. It's Ouroboros.
yeah.
The snake that eats its own tail. Those who don't know.
That's just you can't whatever. Electricity has its problems too. Not as much
Everything has its up and down.
Yep. That's
Yeah,
what it
like the good old Thomas Sowell said, everything has a trade-off.
is. Yep.
Bless that man. May he live to be 100.
Maybe I hope he's do so too. But yeah, that's what it is. So these kids don't know nothing of what they're talking about. They just been programmed in their head. Oil is bad. That's just it. So they become what Stalin always say he wants, which is what? Useful idiots.
Yeah.
Basically.
Useful idiots. When I see these young people out there just shouting, that's why I played a cartoon. I don't know if you saw that part too, Trip. The cartoon last night when a girl was like, "We need to save Roe versus Wade," and then this buff Biff kind of guy
The
Chad pushed her off the chase. Yes, we need to get back abortions so guys like me could bang girls and I ain't gotta worry about nothing. So when I give her the money to get a thing, I don't have no responsibilities. No, that's not what I meant. Well, basically, that's what he said is so true, though.
Yep. And to all those women who wants to refuse to have sex openly, I'm like, you know what? Go ahead, because basically, you ladies are arguing for the conservative side, as in take responsibility. Don't don't open your crevice to Tom, Dick, and Harry.
It's the dick you gotta worry about. Yeah, but that was just crazy. Like people, like I said, useful idiots is what Karl Marx and Stalin was the one who put it towards it. That's what you need. Marching down the street blindly, not even knowing they're walking to a tar pit or their own demise, like lemons.
That's the educational system for you. Too bad we can't get something better.
There is something better. It's just being tarnished.
Also, you gotta find. You gotta have to do diligence. You gotta be doing diligence and be active in your schools. You just gotta. That's your job as a parent to do that.
Yeah.
Especially now.
Huh?
Especially now.
Yeah.
You don't want to be the parent whose kid comes back to you in tears and blood and something else running down their shorts.
God.
Oh boy.
Oh. That is for true. Can't argue on that point. It is crazy how all that stands up to be.
But that would be the worst nightmare for any normal parents.
Yeah, emphasis on normal. Trust me, parents prostituting their children now has gone up recently.
Reason why I said normal.
And well, with inflation and everything going on right now, people are going to justify it with it's what you have to do.
Got you. I thought I just saw a video saying I thought it was gonna try to do another cartoon upgrade. Looked like it didn't. Thank you. Whew.
Wait, what?
Nah, I was just watching something here and I saw a thing passed on like Thunder the Barbarian. They wanted to show how and it had like a realistic Thunder and I'm like, don't go messing with stuff. Leave it alone.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Anybody seen that new Chips and Dale's trailer? Oh, good.
Uh-oh.
I have not seen it, but
not the new one. I know about the old one, but I don't know about the new one.
Yeah, but I've heard some interesting things in that trailer, or should I say, one thing that's interesting, and by interesting I mean WTF.
Oh, hey on that. Because like I said, we see a lot of these stories are coming to Hollywood. As Kenoshi just said, Hollywood. I mean, it's just Hollywood is so broken. I mean, of course, like I said, the new movie, The Men, of course.
What about that horror movie, They Them? About a killer stalking people at, what do you call it? re-education or straight camp. I forget what you call it.
Hold on. There is an actual film that's titled He and Them.
No, they, them.
A day that actually that's even
It-
worse.
Yep, starring Kevin Bacon.
Wow. Yeah, they just don't want to stop. They just want to keep going.
So a film about pronouns.
Pretty much. Although it's a parody of Friday the 13th, apparently, with some guy going after trans kids at a conversion camp.
What, as in basically trying to massacre a trans camp?
Pretty much. You know that the main villain is going to be wearing a certain type of hat and speak
Oh
a certain
no.
type of accent.
To be honest, I'm really hoping that this is just a parody of the whole um that other film that they made that they were
Friday the 13th.
hunting MAGA people. Like,
Oh, that was a while back.
yes, I thought this would be a parody of that because that film was atrocious.
Well, from what I'm hearing, they're trying to play it straight, you know. Poor trans people live in fear constantly from, I'm not sure what.
You know, if the trans by living in constant fear means that they just want to have their own privacy.
That's the problem. Most of them want to take their privacy public.
I would say those would be the activists.
Well, from what we found out from us trying to buy Twitter, turns out a lot of those people never even existed. They were just bots.
You don't say.
It's not surprising. A lot of the internet is fake.
Yeah, I am shocked.
Yeah, a lot of yeah, because apparently what a big percentage of Joe Biden's followers aren't even real.
Oh yeah, they show that on Twitter.
100%.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, neither has votes. By the way, people, check out a movie called Child and Mules. You gotta pay for it, but it is enlightening. Essentially, yes, a bunch of people caught on camera stuffing ballot boxes. All people said that no, there was a fair election. My ass.
Oh wait a minute, you mean that that film that
An Ecstasy film.
cannot actually mention the title of this film because of YouTube, but the rest.
I don't know. I mean, that's the problem. If the elections were properly fortified and there's no such thing as election fraud, then you should be able to mention it freely because everything has been done and settled with.
Yeah.
But for some reason, they're afraid when you talk about it.
Here I thought that the Ministry of Disinformation was
Didn't they get disbanded though?
Yep.
exactly, yes. It seems like,
Which is a good thing because the person who was in charge of that was a nut job.
yeah,
Straight up nut job.
the madness.
Straight up fruitcake. Fruit Loop cake.
I think you're calling that person a fruitcake would be a disservice to the fruitcakes.
Fruitcake is terrible. Have you ever had fruitcake? Ugh.
It depends. It depends.
Depends who's making them. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if my aunt, my cousin or whatever makes it, I know they're gonna be good. But they do something good in their stuff. But
Yep.
other person, no. If it's from a factory and stuff like that, nah, you're right.
I always gotta go for the homegrown.
Yeah. Oh, what else for that? Well, like I said, I apologize for people out there for what it is. Like I said, I had a day, so I'm gonna say we'll get back next week to get more stuff. But it's good to get the guys then back in here. We had about 27,213 people in the building. Thank you for that.
Yes, much appreciated.
Remember, you could go ahead and check this stuff on our Spotify, and I'll put some more stuff up there. I'll get a chance over the weekend to put stuff up there since I didn't have a chance this week. But and thank you all for the well wishes from your girl. Yes, I mean we go with cold. You know, it's COVID, but hopefully we won't spread to anybody who gets it worse. That's why we're quarantining ourselves
But is this
from
the
people.
Omicron variant or the original? Did you got
I can't. I mean, I could have tell because when I took the test, they gave me the variant, but I didn't really pay attention because, like I said, I myself feel, other than that Saturday night, that's not Saturday night, Friday night, I feel good. But I know for the first 3 days, the first 4 days, it was rough. It was really rough for my girl. So everybody takes it differently. And
Gotcha.
my coworker, me and him was talking. He was like, "How you feel?" I said, "I feel all right." He said, "Man, this thing is kicking my ass." Like, okay. So everybody's different. So we're gonna go back tomorrow, and we're gonna go tomorrow and get our second test to see what's going on. So we'll see how that works out. So with that said, Konoshi, any final words?
Get the heck out of California.
Oh, you bastard! I would if I could.
Oh God, you're so bad,
Not just
Konoshi.
not just California, probably Illinois, New York,
Yeah, get out.
Washington
of
State,
places.
heck, maybe New Jersey.
Yeah, definitely get out of Chicago, right? So there was a mass shooting report in Chicago. Nobody talked about it.
There was a mass shooting in California too, but no, because the person was Asian, they didn't want to talk about it.
Oh, wow. Asian on Asian violence. Who would have thought?
Yeah, they just want to talk about the white guy who shot a bunch of black people,
Which is a horrible thing. Don't get it twisted. That's a horrible thing.
All of them are horrible.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
that's what I'm gonna say. All of them are horribly equally. So
yeah.
you should be in the grocery store shopping and then you get shot. I mean, kind of that's how my cousin got killed. So I'm not down with that. But like Kadoshi said, come on now. There's other places that has it just as bad and nobody talk about that. The news media is literally causing this. That's what I was gonna name the show this time about last night. Again, once the news media causing all this trouble, but then the inflation and gas prices was dead center. Like I said before, I said gas is gonna go up. Summer's right around the corner. We might really hit $5 a gallon. Like that. Somebody's head's gonna be spinning. I'm telling you.
What the hell's going to be in the winter?
Where I'm at, we're only a few cents away from $10.
I know. But alright, I gave you coming for Kanoshi. What about you, Edison? Anything you said before you go?
Yeah, even if you do or do not have COVID, you might want to stock up on a bunch of vitamin C. Because we just had another food processing plant burned down in Arizona. It's like 20 that I know of.
Yeah, there's so many of these burning down. So like this beautiful, it's just a coincidence that so many food processing plants are just taking a dump, just getting burnt to the ground. Such a coincidence.
It's such a fast rate, no less.
Yeah, and during a food crisis, during a energy crisis, it's just, I don't know. It's like somebody's planning it. It's like somebody's wanting all of this to happen. An evildoer is wanting people to starve in this mass starvation.
I got you. Alright, what about you, Trip?
Well, I have this coughing video that I've just watched a few hours ago. It's by the YouTuber LFR Family, and this video's title is "Asking Voters, Has Biden Accomplished Anything?" And it's very interesting. It's this YouTuber that's basically reacting to this video that was basically asking these these American individuals how this president has done its job. And my goodness, so many range of answers that some hit it on the nail, and others makes you want to question. Wow, now, some people do not pay attention to what's going on, but I digress. That's all.
Well, it might be too early to say this, but I can tell you he did accomplish one thing: help kill America.
Got you.
Yeah, that would be more like trying to kill kill America, because it's still alive if it has some flames left that it can get recovered.
Oh, yeah. I mean, just basically, guys, you just be careful out there. Again, do what you think the doctor, right? If you ever go through this stuff again, that I had it that way, I didn't feel it. My girl went and got COVID. It got COVID for me, so she had it, and she felt bad, called me back, and I basically left, not doing work. So, not an easy feeling. I understand that. So, protect yourself, of course, and watch out for the future and everything. So, with that said, remember, people are stupid, individuals smart. Be that smart individual. Peace out.
Take care.
Adios.